Hello, good evening, and welcome to this opportunity presentation of Legal Shield UK. My name is Vanessa Clayton. I'm the Sales Development Director here. For ease of listening, everyone is on mute. However, there is an opportunity for you to ask questions. Please feel free to do that. You can type them in the column on the right-hand side. And at the end of this webinar, 35 minutes, we will go to those questions and I'll do my very best to answer them. So welcome to this opportunity presentation. Let me take you through what is a very exciting, groundbreaking opportunity. So Legal Shield, who are we? Where did we come from? Well, we didn't just fall out of the sky. The business has a 45-year, very well established, credible business in North America, and we currently are protecting over 4.15 million lives across North America with the products that we offer. So very well established. It was the business was founded in 1972 by a gentleman called Harlan Stonecipher, who sadly was involved in a car accident and really realized very quickly that he had every type of cover and advice at his fingertips that he would need apart from legal protection, legal advice. So he decided to found the company, and that's where we started. So from Harlan Stonecipher's personal experience. So why the UK? Why are we here in the UK? Well, an enormous amount of research was undertaken over the last few years, really looking at, in the UK, how people, how they may feel empowered to contact solicitors to get legal advice. And 7 in 10 adults have recently experienced a situation when we did do some market research that required legal support in the last year. And also 1 in 4 adults found that they had to take time off to deal with the situation. So it's really what we're about is actually disrupting the way that people access legal services. And generally, the issue that holds them back from contacting people or finding out the information is the cost element, and also where to go, how accessible it is, who they need to talk to. And one of the other products, of course, that we offer is a privacy protection, data protection product. And there as well, if you just think about it, 1/3 of UK adults have been a victim of fraud. So we're really about, let me share with you our vision, our values, what we're all about. And it's actually about empowering people to have that protection. So yes, it's the access 24/7, and I will go through the 2 products that we offer currently with you. But really from a perspective of who we are as a company, our message is very much about bringing everyone, giving everyone access to the services that we need. We feel that every individual in the United Kingdom deserves to have access to. And also our associates for us are very important, and actually improving lives. And I think the great thing about associates, you have an opportunity to actually help others. So you are rewarded, certainly, but it's about helping people to get the support that they do need. And as I said, I will certainly go through the products with you. We're promoting integrity, transparency, accountability. All of these are really powerful values for Legal Shield UK. So your business, your way, very exciting business opportunity. Obviously very flexible, choosing when and how many hours you work. It certainly is a business like any, if you're running your own business, that you do need to put the time and effort in. It may be you're looking at this opportunity, considering it from various different reasons. You may be looking to supplement your income. You may be looking to build a long-term, if you like, sort of legacy pension. You might need extra income for an event, for a holiday, a mortgage, for a house move, or actually you've heard about the products and really are empowered to really want to share that message, which is great. So, very different reasons why people potentially are attracted to this opportunity. Of course, one of the most exciting things is this is right at the very beginning of the journey here in the UK. As I said, over 40 years of success, and we have launched just a few weeks ago. So it's a great time, and I'm really delighted that someone has introduced you and asked you to come onto this webinar to find out more. This business you can run directly from your mobile phone, and I will cover this evening the business tools that you have and as an associate, and the investment actually to become an associate is just £29. You will want to take the product, which I'll go through, but the actual cost to join as an associate is a one-off payment of £29, and then you have access to all the tools and expertise that I'm going to share with you. No experience needed, absolutely. It's about having a can-do attitude. It's about being willing to learn a little bit about the products and what they mean, because you'd very much be pioneers in this, and we are looking to disrupt the way people access the legal profession. If you think about Uber, Airbnb, they were certainly disruptors in this country about how people accessed information. You know, Uber doesn't own taxis. Airbnb doesn't own hotels. We are not lawyers, but we certainly are a conduit to help people to get the advice and the protection that they do need. So a can-do attitude, but you know what? You're not on your own, because we're here. So's the people around you that are supporting a very supportive culture that we're developing here. People are very keen to share. So it is your own business. You're not on your own, but you know, it's a business that you drive at the pace that you would like to and a pace that you're comfortable with. So you're selling innovative, unique products, which I will share with you. For example, the Privacy Defense app is the first globally. So very innovative, in the palm of people's hands. We're using more and more mobile, of course, now. So it's at the front end of all of that. There's a very rewarding compensation plan. There's 5 ways to earn to grow your business. You earn commission on your own personal sales, your own personal efforts, but also excitingly, you will find that people will want to be part of what you're doing, and you earn a commission, also a team bonus on their efforts, and also when you help and assist people to develop themselves as leaders. We have a very exciting recognition program and fast track program, which again I will give you an overview of. So if anything I cover, just to say, you do receive a recording of this webinar, so you can check back in with it however many times you'd like to. And of course, your associate that you're connected with will be very happy to answer further questions. So let me take you through the product. Let me tell you a little bit about the product. So the first one is Legal Defense. And the Legal Defense product, this covers, it gives you access to solicitors, to a team of solicitors across the country, and it gives you access 24/7. That's the key thing. So if it's out of hours or it's on a weekend, you have the opportunity to call directly the legal advice team, who are there to help you to put your mind at rest. So I'll take you through the membership and what it offers. So you have a legal advice team. There's a team of 8 at the moment, growing very quickly in the Manchester branch of Slater and Gordon, and they man the phones 24/7. They are qualified legal professionals. So whatever situation happens to you, whether you need advice on a family matter, or let's say neighbours, or you're looking to have a will prepared, whatever question you have, you can pick up the phone, and you really just need to say, as a member, I'd like some advice, please. This is the situation. So in doing that, then you are directed to a legal library. So as a member, you have access to all of this online through your membership of Legal Defense. And there's an amazing amount of material in there. And in a lot of cases, that's sufficient. You know, you've got the information you need to move forward or whatever. And if to be you need a letter sent to an individual or a company, there are a selection of 60 templated letters written by a solicitor for varying situations. And the legal advice team tell us that actually up to 70% of cases, that's sufficient. You know, that's absolutely sufficient for a member to gain the information and the instruction that they need. If to be that you need a little bit more of a bespoke service, then if the legal advice team depict, yes, that would be appropriate in this case, you will be offered a bespoke letter, all included in the monthly subscription, and it could be written directly to the person or the company concerned, whether it's a neighbour or a company, and so on. If it's a more complex case and it needs consultations from a solicitor over the phone or a sit down if appropriate, that's included in the membership. as well. And should you have a case that progresses and would incur legal fees, there's a flat 25% discount, which is really very attractive, as one would imagine. One of the great things about this service is you very much have transparency of what the costs are. So you have an element of advice covered, guidance, information, very much empowered having that information with you. And if to be there are legal fees to expect, you would have a very clear vision of what those are, of course, with a 25% discount, which includes, for example, legal advice if you're moving home on conveyancing fees. It's a 25% discount included on wills as well. So the membership itself is £19 a month. The member signs up for a minimum of 6 months, and it covers a family in an address, a spouse or cohabiting partner, children under the ages of 18 living in the home. If you have perhaps someone at university or full-time education, but that your address, the home address, is their address, then actually up to the age of 23, they too can use the membership. So let's say they may be renting or in their first situation, looking at a contract, they can also use that advice too, that membership, and any dependent relatives living with you. So that's the membership. It covers, as you can see there, which is really amazing, for just £19 a month. And if we take a look at the average cost for legal services in this country, you can see here that the legal defence plan, the power of the membership really gives the members unlimited access to that expertise. So whatever situation people find themselves in, whether it's something that happens when they're out and about, and if we have a situation such as that, we know the first thing we often do is share it with our friends and family. Look online and try and seek advice. Well, actually, you just pull your mobile phone out and say, hang on a second, I'm just going to call my solicitor and I'll get some advice and I'll know where I stand. So even actually, if you're having a challenge with something that you've purchased and that you're not happy with. So you can see here the traditional solicitor's costs. Emails certainly run up the cost as well with a traditional solicitor, and of course that's included in the membership. The legal letter, wills, there's a discount across the wills, and the hourly rate, of course, you have a certain amount of consultations. I think it's up to 3 on different topics in a calendar month that you could enjoy, exactly that. So, I'm sure many of you, if you've ever had the need for a letter from a solicitor, you would have paid potentially anything up to £300. So here we have a very sound investment from a membership's perspective. It's really something quite unique because this membership covers the wide expanse of the law. So whatever the situation, there is a specialist, I believe over 2,000 solicitors with that expertise across varying, whatever it is, criminal, whatever, they would put you in touch immediately with that specialist solicitor. So this is the membership here. You can see a very sound investment indeed for just £228 for the year. So just some interesting statistics. You may be thinking, why do people need legal advice? Here we go. 102,000 divorces, speeding tickets, moving home, accidents, sadly, as I said, things that just happen in life where you perhaps have a bit of a bump with a car accident, not sure what your rights are. Obviously, all of that is covered as well. And unbelievably, 6 out of 10 people in this country do not have a will. So, of course, there's discounts on those as well. And there's some great sort of will offerings actually that the Slater and Gordon offer, different sort of elements, different packages. So let's look at the other product. This is called Privacy Defence, and this is a personal membership. So the legal defence covers up to a family. This is a personal membership, and really, more and more today we're working online, and this is about protecting you, protecting your data, protecting your financial information so that it's not compromised in any way. And more now we know 1/3 of people in this country have had their data compromised, and in many situations people are actually unaware of it. So you're more likely to have, I don't want to scare you, but you're more likely to have your identity stolen than you are your car or your home burgled. The dark web, if you imagine when we go online and we Google and we look for something, that's about 3% of what's out there. The other 97% is underneath, and that's where the that the hackers or the identity sort of thieves lurk to find information. It's really, really, really quite scary. I don't know if any of you have seen the BBC Watchdog that was on a few weeks ago. Well, you can take a look on iPlayer, because actually they did cover identity theft, and actually the amount of value for a theft, certainly say for example of a driving license with a passport ID on, it's almost £1,000, and that's just the first time it changes hands. So you can imagine why this is really on the increase, certainly. And often when we hear about data breaches, they're actually past weeks, if not months ago. But with this product, of course, you would have absolute notification immediately, which is great. So what does Privacy Defense cover? Well, it monitors personal data, 24/7 service again. So it constantly scans the dark web for any of your data, and you receive an alert through your mobile phone. Immediately your data is compromised, absolutely immediately, and I said that's the first globally. It's provided by Experian, who scan billions of sources of data for identity fraud, and the monthly subscription, unbelievably, is just £7 a month. So that, as I said, is an individual membership, and it's just £7 a month. So to have that peace of mind, because actually both of these products are really powerful offerings to give people, families, that peace of mind. Get on with your life, live it to the fullest. The other thing, of course, that's really key here, it's about affordability. And certainly from a legal perspective, for people to know that if they have a situation where they really do need legal advice, they are not going to have to fork out hundreds, if not thousands of pounds to get where they need to get to. So, the affordability is a big part of what our associates offer and explain to prospective members. Fraud is the #1 crime in the UK. The dark side of the web, as I've said here, a staggering 95% of underneath of that actually, where potentially you might not realize you've been targeted until maybe a bill arrives, or a new car arrives at your doorstep, or a bill on your bank statement from Uber, if someone's managed to get into your account and run up an Uber bill, for example. So many of us have experienced this, but this membership protects you from that. You may have seen recently there was some articles in the press on actually public Wi-Fi and how it's an identity criminal's best friend. We use it comfortably, and how it can actually create a situation whereby you think it's safe, but it's absolutely not. So public Wi-Fi is a hacker's, a fraudster's best friend when we use that information. And often, if we think about it, people have, don't they, multiple email addresses? Do we have multiple passwords? Sometimes. So, an identity fraudster will have access to one email with a password and would really just poke and prod other sites that you go to. They're very clever in how they do that to get your information, etc. So these are as I said, they're on mobile phone. That's the key thing here. They're apps. The apps you shouldn't live without. So if we talk about the Legal Defence app initially, you have instant access to your solicitors through the app. So that's where the phone number is. When you become a member, you can download the app pre the membership. So, absolutely there's some information in there. There's a chat bot in both of them to ask some questions, but you would enter your family members on the Legal Defence app, anyone you want to add on to the membership. And also there's a feature that if you have a notice of intended prosecution, those envelopes we dread, whether it's a speeding fine or a parking violation, and you're really not sure, or actually there was maybe some extenuating circumstances, all you need to do is to actually upload that into the app, and it goes straight over to Slater and Gordon for them to take a little look at. The Privacy Defence app is where you have access to the restoration team. So you can see here this lady on a sunbed, and it kind of says, good news, you don't have any alerts. So they scan it constantly, and it's an immediate cover on both plans. So Legal Defence, if you have, or someone as an associate, you're in a conversation, someone that's going through potentially a difficult situation, looking for legal advice, they can take these memberships on, and they can use them immediately on any kind of pre-existing sort of legal advice situation, or the privacy defense, putting all the data in here on the app, and it does an immediate sweep. Now you can enter up to 10 email addresses, because we realize people have many email addresses. They do all have to be yours. You would also enter all of your financial information: banks, credit cards, store cards, your passport number, your national insurance number, your driving license, any medical identifications that you have. All of that information you enter through the app, and actually then it's constantly monitored. Any challenges at all, and actually people in the office here have the membership, of course, they've had notifications. You just call the restoration team there from the mobile, and they will put your mind at rest. I think that's the thing. It's an extremely stressful situation if that happens. So, you know, there's criminal damage potentially, and emotional too. You know, it's really a very complex issue, and you don't really understand potentially the impact on it until you experience it. But of course, these memberships will help against that. So as an associate opportunity, it's about having those conversations and of course promoting these memberships. So let me take you through a little bit of the compensation plan. And just to say, if you'd like more detailed information, all of our associates, you will have access to tools that will help you to present this compensation plan. So you don't have to learn it off by heart. We wanted to create and develop a compensation plan that can be explained just in a couple of paragraphs, and we feel we've certainly done that, but any additional information is always available. So there are 5 ways to earn in this compensation plan as an associate. The first way is on personal sales. So each time you sell a membership, you would achieve commission. And all of the numbers that you see here, these quotes, these examples, and in the HQ and in the income planner online for an associate, are based on the sale of one legal defense plan and one privacy defense plan. So keep that in mind. So everyone starts as an associate. So you can see here that when you sell one of each of those plans, and of course the sale will happen potentially without you knowing because you have a personal website, you would achieve £30.45 every time that happens. And as you move up the compensation plan and progress through the steps, the commission increases on your personal business, on your personal sales. So as a director, you can see here and above, you pick up the maximum, which is just under £61 every time someone purchases both plans. You earn on the commissionable volume. And where does the commission come from? Just to explain to you, as I said, the transparency. Basically, a member subscribes for 6 months of a membership, but we actually advance the commissionable value on each membership right at the point of sale. Now we wait 14 days, so we go past the cooling off period, and then we pay the commissions daily. So this is a daily payment, it's not a calendar monthly. And that's how it works. So you can see there. So that's the first way that you can earn commission, earn earnings on your own personal sales. The second way is when you start to build a team, and you will find this is a very organic process. And of course, putting in the effort in as well to build your business, you will certainly move quicker through the compensation plan when you introduce others too. And what you'll find is that the initial members you sign up use the membership, talk to people about the membership, and actually are thinking, hang on a minute, I am promoting this. I really should look at the associate opportunity. So the team bonus, just to explain what that is, this is a percentage you earn, a commission you earn on the sales that your team have. So every time they introduce new plan members, you actually pick up a team bonus. So if I go backwards here, you can see, let's say, for example, you're an associate leader, you've progressed up the plan, and you have an associate that you've introduced. Every time they make a sale, you earn the difference. So can you see they would pick up £30.45p, you would pick up £47.85. So you actually earn £17.45 every time one of your associates makes those sales, and so on. So obviously you can see the most attractive place to be is here as a director, and then to earn the team bonus, every time anybody at any level in your team makes those sales, you pick up the difference. So a director would earn £30.45 on every associate sale within their team. So team bonus bonus is really significant, I have to tell you, a very exciting opportunity. So you can see there, it's a great way to build your business. And actually building a team helps you to progress through the compensation plan. You can achieve director on a personal level if you'd like to. The membership's on your own, which is the requirement is 80 different members, not 80 sales, 80 different members, or you can actually do it with a team. The minimum you would need to do is 20, and the rest can be made up of your team that are coming into the business. So that's the first two ways that you actually earn in our compensation plan. The third income stream, and think about it like that, is when you actually hit executive director status. And what that means is that you have achieved director, but also you've developed a director as well. And then there's additional income and opportunities that actually are paid out across the width and the depth of your business. So again, another income stream that comes in. The legacy bonus is exactly that. This is particularly exciting. This is one of the most exciting parts of what we offer here, because you can build a really significant income that has longevity. It does become a legacy, because do you remember I said that we advance the commission on members that join our business over the first 12 months. So that portion of commission is paid immediately. Well, now our members go into month 13 and they're still paying their subscription. So there's an element of commission to be paid there to the associate that introduced that member. So just think about maybe a little while, we're getting into year 2, year 3, you may have 500, 1,000 members. So each of those members pays their monthly subscription, and a little bit of that comes into your payments because it's the legacy bonus. So you can see how that really significantly builds the legacy bonus. The ambassador bonus is when you achieve the sort of the most premier top rank in the compensation plan, and you would enjoy then some commission, actually, which is based on the total activity of new business that comes into the UK each and every calendar month. So that's exciting, and it isn't just on your own business, it actually is paid out across the total UK business. So it's kind of proportioned out, if you will, based on the number of new members that you would introduce, but you would need to get to a platinum 3 or 4, and I can show you that that journey shortly. So as an income example, just to really give a little bit of clarity on what I've been talking about, the personal sales you can see here, this is a director. Now this could be in a week, it could be a couple of days, it could be a month, because it's a daily payment. So let's say there's 8 new members that this director has personally introduced into the business, then that income would be £487.20. Do you remember it was £60.90 for both those sales? And then on the associate legs, there's £30.45 to be paid on each sale. So here you can see there's an associate here. So let's say that they have introduced 5 new members. That's going to be the income derived in the team bonus. The senior associate legs are so on. You can see here, senior associate, and there's one here. So there's 12 new members they've introduced, and this is the commission that's paid. So 80 members, 1,357.20. It's a team bonus. That's why it's great to create and develop an active team. And as I said, you can drive this as much as you possibly want to. You may actually go into groups and sell, meet multiple people that take on the membership, and you may be looking at 10 or 20 members, and when you're picking up £60.90p per membership, it really can become quite attractive. So this just shows you the personal sales and the team bonus. Remember, number 1, number 2, and then of course it moves on. So to move on with the journey, if you will, here we have associate, you get to director, which is here. I'll share the fast track with you shortly, and then executive director. This is where the leadership bonus kicks in, moves up, and then these are our 2 top premier levels where they enjoy the ambassador bonus, the new business pool. As a gold director, the percentages increase as well. So there's a significant jump in the income level for a gold director as well. But everyone starts here. So it's entirely up to you how quickly you move. We love people to move because it's great, isn't it, when you see some success early. And it's really very simple. The first step to senior associate is really just introduce 5 members. And if you're listening to this as someone that's considering the business, I'm sure you've already been sitting there writing down the names of people that you want to talk to about this exciting membership and what it offers. So your business, your way, total support. We have a training academy, which I'll tell you a little bit about. You immediately receive a link to your personal website when you join the business. We have a social media content and daily scheduler service. So what that actually means is you can go into the back office and in about 30 minutes you can schedule posts that we've created the imagery. It's really stunning, very, very quick, and you can share it across multiple platforms, the campaigns that you want to share. So you're not wasting time when actually you could be talking to people and having conversations. You know, a lot of the work's been done for you. Of course, you have the flexibility to edit that as well. We have an associate support team. Our head office is here in Oxford. We have our associate support manager, Charlene, who's absolutely fabulous. So we're here to help you. We have a big event on Saturday coming up. So we'd love you to come if you can possibly, even as a guest, if you haven't signed up yet. We very much hope you will this evening after you've listened to this. And the whole ground floor of our office is purpose built for our associates. So it's a fabulous space. So, you know, fill the cart at any time. Whenever you're passing, just let us know you're coming. There's always coffee on the go, and you can bring people to meet us and to see the team here, which is great to have. So the Training Academy, you access again through your mobile phone. So it's a very agile learning environment. It's been created for, there's now I think 6 courses in there. Each of them has certain modules, so you can go at your own pace. There is a journey, there is a pathway, there's recognition. The resources are amazing. So perhaps, I don't know, if you're working or you're doing something else and you have a gap in the day and you think, oh, do you know what, I just need a few word choices. It would just be helpful to know where to go next and what to do. You can just jump into the Training Academy and get some information in there. So we've had some amazing feedback. Kim Ives, our Learning and Development Manager, has worked with me very much on creating that content. So there's loads of support for you. So if you're listening, remember we said no experience necessary. You can jump straight into this opportunity and we help you and provide you with everything that you would need. So this is what HQ looks like. HQ gives you the opportunity to really have a visual of exactly what's happening in your business. It is a multi-level marketing networking business, so you'll find your business will grow wide and deep as well. This is one of the screens that you have, so you can see by level, how many associates, how many members, and just to give you a very quick top line, this is a great tool. It's called an income planner, and there are fixed templates in this income planner by rank to give you an example of income. So if you are talking to someone that has a specific income in mind, this is an associate leader income example. And you can see here at the top that would bring in £435 with that level of activity, and it goes on. There's also a custom planner as well whereby you can fill in the numbers. Materials and tools, we provide lots of support for you, opportunity presentations, the financial opportunity is the compensation plan, and so on. And this is building all the time. So you don't need to create or develop or reinvent the wheel. We've provided some amazing materials that you can share straight away with people that you're talking to. We have a What's On calendar, of course. There's always online opportunity events, there's online trainings, and we'll be doing more and more face-to-face trainings as well across the country. So a very exciting time, but there's always a schedule of information. So let me tell you a little bit about Fast Track. It's exactly that. It's really getting going really quickly. So if you're listening to this as the prospect, someone that's thinking, do you know, actually, yeah, what's stopping me? I'm going to jump in here. Within 21 days, when you actually have introduced 5 new members, you become a fast track to achiever within 21 days. When you've taken both of the memberships, and each of your 5 members have, there's £150 bonus is there for you too. So that's great. You actually earn £150 on your first 5 members when they have taken both plans. So basically you double your first 5 memberships, £300. How quickly can you introduce 5 members? A couple of days? You never know, do you? So as I said, so that's our fast track to senior associate. There is a fast track to senior associate training. We did one last night. So they're always in the calendar. Generally, there's one every week. So jump on that as soon as you can. We have lots of recordings, so talk to your associate as well, and you can jump on that recording. Then the next one is fast track to director. Director is a great place to be because obviously you enjoy the increase in personal commission, and of course you've got that lovely team bonus at its highest too. So this reward, £1,500. So really, very simply, achieve director rank within 90 days of your joining date. Your day one is the day after you enroll. So if you enroll this evening, day one is tomorrow, and there's a £1,500 bonus for you to enjoy when you achieve. And we're looking forward to recognising our very first directors in Legal Shield, our founding leaders. So if that sounds exciting for you and enticing, we also have a fast track to director webinar too. So there's loads and loads of support to help you along the way. So another visual for you for the pathway, you can see here, these are the steps that you would take. It's a lovely progression. You choose your pace and you'll find that actually it really moves quite swiftly because very organically your business will duplicate, will multiply. If you introduce some people and ask them and share with them, that encourage them to do the same thing, you'll find that it very quickly multiplies to build a multi-level business, a network marketing business. It is, we have here some amazing tools for this to assist you in sharing your business online. There's videos, your personal website, and great for sort of an intro. But I would say that actually we know that these products, just that 10 or 15 minutes, just that explanation to share what this is all about, because it's new. You're pioneers here. We don't have anything like this out there. So really, it's great to be able to offer it. So this is the journey. You can choose your own pace. We look forward to recognizing our first directors, and who knows, very soon we'll have some more senior levels acquired as well. So you like what you see? Have you sat here thinking, yep, that's for me? So basically, very, very simple. Contact the associate that introduced you to this webinar. Go back to them. You can join for just £29. You probably already have it, but you would need access to their personal website. You go to the Earn With Us page and it clicks become an associate, and you can actually join there. Take on the memberships too, because actually you need to have those memberships so you understand them. You'll have them on your mobile phone and you can actually share the experiences. Use the membership yourself, because it's the stories actually that people are really interested in. So questions, let me have a look at the question panel. Let me just show that to myself. So it's nice to see we have quite a lot of people with us here this evening. Oh gosh, okay, well maybe I've talked too much, but we actually don't have any questions at all this evening. So that's probably a good sign, I hope, and hopefully everything has been crystal clear for you. I can see we had a couple of associates with us too, and you may be sitting with your prospects sharing this together, so I'm sure you're there to answer their questions as well. So thank you, Baz, that's lovely. It's great to have you here too. So let me take you then to the last slide that I have in the presentation to share with you what's coming up, dates for your diary. This is a new one. Training, Brian and Darnell are coming over to our office, as you know, from the States next week. Brian is the #1 income earner, if you will. Darnell, fabulous. We've done lots of Zooms with them. These guys are so inspirational, amazing. This is an event not to be missed on Saturday next week, but they've very kindly organised a training online tomorrow evening. It's just 30 minutes. We're going to send out an email this evening just following this webinar at 8:30, and there will be a link in there to a Zoom for tomorrow evening, so that you get an opportunity to hear from Brian and Darnell, and I know they're very excited to be coming next week. So certainly next week's event is fabulous. We are going to be filled to bursting, so talk to your associate about where you can register for a ticket and bring guests. It's a guest event as well as an associate event, of course. Fast track to senior associate, so that's the next one to jump on as a brand new associate, is on Monday evening at 7:30. And then Wednesday evening next week, we have another one of these. Okay, so Kim will be doing that one. I'll be just coming back from the Direct Selling Association conference where we're up for an award nomination. So it's very exciting. Let's hope we win. And then, as I said, the Step Up Saturday is the 14th. And there are links to all of these and how you would register for the tickets in your associate's HQ. And then the Fast Track to Director. this is really a webinar to help people really sort of sharing what Direct is all about. Is it for you? Is it something you want to do? And a little bit of guidance along the way, and we'll be doing much more of that. So thank you guys. Thank you very, very much. I'll send out the recording hopefully shortly. Please feel free to share this opportunity webinar with your prospects, but remember the follow-up is key. So get back in touch with them as soon as possible. And as I said, next Saturday's event is filling up fast, but we want to be bursting at the seams and having people queuing out the door. So it'll be a great environment for people to come and meet us, meet the team and meet Brian and Darnell, and also for us to meet you too. We've met very few face to face, so we're really looking forward to meeting people as they come through the doors next weekend. So there's a lot of activity here. So thank you very much. It was great to kind of talk to you and share this opportunity. But get involved. There's nothing really, nothing to hold you back here. And you'll want to feel that you've been in this right from the very beginning. It's the best place to be. Thank you very much. Hopefully see you soon.